Hi, so starting off my dinner tonight, I'm going to start with my egg rolls. First of all, I have a pound of medium defrosted shrimp. I took their shells off and chopped them up into bite-sized pieces, and then I'm seasoning with the seasonings I just showed, mixing them up so that all the shrimp get the seasoning. And now, this is the filling for the egg rolls, by the way. Couple carrots, a little bit of cabbage, just regular green cabbage is what I have. Yep. And I really like the texture that the grating the cabbage gives. It's like a soft texture in a way. That's here we are doing carrots again. I must have added that in twice. Celery. I basically did the rest of what I had in the fridge. So, because I needed it for, no, I just needed it for this one. But anyway, so I grate it all up, and then you're supposed to put it in a pot of boiling water. And this is just going to be for a few minutes. This is just to blanch the vegetables so they start cooking a little bit. And then after the 2 minutes, you drain the hot water and then put them directly into an ice bath to stop the cooking. Like this, yes. Then you drain them off one more time. There we go. And then we put them onto a kitchen towel to squeeze out as much of the water as we can. We do not want soggy egg rolls. No, we don't. So this step is very important. Make sure you squeeze and squeeze and get all that water out. Then dump it back into the bowl that you started with. And then we're going to season them up a little bit. Oh, and a little green onion there. We have salt, sugar, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, a little canola oil, and then mix it up. Also in this recipe, you can optionally put in 5 spice powder. I did that. It was weird. I don't recommend that part. So now that my pan has heated up with a little bit of oil in there, I'm just going to quickly cook off the shrimp because these are going to be added to the filling as it is shrimp. I mean, you can also add pork if you want, but I just do shrimp in mine. My family loves these. You know, every time I make these, they don't last very long at all. They are eaten quite quickly. Okay, and then I'm putting a little bit of cornstarch on a pan here. This is where I'm going to put the egg rolls after I'm done rolling them. And the cornstarch just makes the outside crispier. So I recommend doing that step. You don't have to, but I recommend it. And then we have some egg roll wrappers, and I have an egg wash that you saw me put around all the outside of the egg roll, and then you put a nice tablespoon of the filling on one side, one corner of the egg roll, and then you roll it up. And then just put it on the baking sheet with the cornstarch until you're ready to fry them. Okay, I'm going to show you this just a few more times in case you've never done it before. It's really easy. It's kind of like a little mini burrito. I've done a video on this before, actually. Christmas appetizers, I think, or something. But this is a good recipe. And my family just, like I said, they love it. And they keep really well in the freezer, too. If you don't want to eat them right away, or if you want to just make them for later, they keep really well in the freezer. So moving on, this is the sauce, the Chow Mein sauce. So, yeah, soy sauce, let's see, chicken broth, sesame oil. I'll link both these recipes in the description box below, but you can just kind of see what I'm doing here. Sesame oil, a little bit of sugar. Oyster sauce, cornstarch, of course, that's what's going to thicken it, of course. So just whisk all those together and then set it aside because you're going to need it when your vegetables are done in cooking up. So I'm using chicken thighs in this recipe. I really like chicken thighs in this. I like the dark meat, and it's doesn't get dried out as fast as chicken breast. So I'm just kind of cleaning these up a little bit. I like to trim off a little bit of the extra fat that's on there. And sometimes you get a little piece of bone or joint in there. I don't know what it is, but I just take all that stuff off. And then I am cutting these up into bite-sized pieces. So after that, then I'm moving on to frying off my egg rolls. I want to just get those done and get them out of the way so I can finish cooking dinner. I just fry these at 350, put them on a baking sheet. I'm sorry, this one's really old, and so that's why it's so stained, but it's clean. And then I just keep them warm in the oven. I have a keep warm button, and I just turn that on, and they're fine. So now it's time to move on to the chow mein. So I have 2 little servings of udon noodles. You just cook them per the directions on the package. Yeah. And then we are about to, I have brought out my wok. I hardly ever use this thing, but anyway, I love it. That's not the recipe. I just wanted to season the chicken with a little bit of soy sauce. I know there's already going to be some in the sauce, but anyway, that's what I did. So now I'm going to quickly cook off the chicken thighs. And there's my dog. Does anybody else's dog suck on their ears? If you have a dog with long ears, do they suck on their ears? Because mine does. Anyway, I'm just checking, just wondering. Okay, so I cooked off the chicken thighs, and I'm now holding them in a separate dish until they are ready to go back in to the pot with everything else. So into the pot, I'm going to cook off my veggies real quick. Yeah. There's garlic and ginger. Ginger was not in the recipe, but I like ginger. The garlic is, but I added the ginger. Oh, and bean sprouts, not in the recipe either, but my family likes them. So I put those in, and then adding back in the chicken after the veggies were softened there. And then there's a chow mein sauce, and then you just toss it around. It's going to thicken as it heats up. Add your noodles back in, and boom, you got dinner. Really good. My family really likes this dish. I don't do this very often. It's a lot of steps. It's kind of a lot of extra work, but hey, it's a good meal. And there's my 2 egg rolls. Those turned out fantastic. Really good. So if you like this kind of video, I mainly do dinner recipes on my channel, cooking recipes, but just please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I upload several times during the week. I am a very, very small channel, but I am trying to build up my subscribers. So I hope you make this. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy. And it was great. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.